Track guide here for Interlagos. Just going to play the lap through and then go back and talk over it.
That lap time was 127.7, only 2 more laps of fuel. That's your fastest lap. Sector 2 time is good. 2 litres remaining.
Okay, so it's a 127.687. I'll go back. So we're just going to talk through that one. Coming up the first turn here, obviously carrying as much speed as we can. Looking for the 50 marker. Obviously the track does dip in slightly here. I'm braking just after the 50. Trying to get it down and cut as much of the first part of the chicane as you can. Trying to keep it left. Obviously, the later you brake, the harder that becomes. So, trying to get over to the left and then carrying as much speed as I can into the right-hander, and then the more speed we carry up that straight, the better. So, we'll turn in here, try and get some curb, help rotate the car a bit, and then cut across here as much as you can. You can use a bit of that curb, but you've got to be a bit careful for bumps. And then, keep it as tight as you can to shorten the distance. And then up here, we're looking for, after the 100 marker, you've got this little gap in the tarmac. So kind of just at the end of that, if you're on the brakes there, you can get quite a nice apex. Obviously, you've got to be careful running wide here, but trying to get on the throttle as early as you can without the off track, ideally, to carry the speed up the hill. That's just about on the limit. Over to the left hand side. Now this one on the right here, what I'm trying to do really is shorten the distance as much as possible. So you can either carry a load of speed on the first one or carry less speed and more on the exit. But for me, just trying to keep the distance as short as possible really on this one. And then running to the left hand side on exit. You can use a bit of curb there without an off track. And then really here you're on the brakes quite soon. So I think I'm just going on the brakes now to get across here. Down 2 gears quite quickly to get the car rotated, and then carry as much curb as you can here, obviously trying to get to the right hand side as much as you can on exit. Cutting across the curb, being a bit patient, and then here just letting the car run round, getting the nose turned in, and then flat on the throttle over to the left hand side, looking for the tree on the left, but really you're braking some point before the tree, obviously trying to keep it in a relatively straight line. For this one I'm using first gear. Just really gets a much better exit, and you carry more speed. So down to first, but being careful on the downshifts that we kind of use the gears a bit to rotate the car and get the nose in around there. And then on exit, this one's flat out. Over to the right a bit. You've got to be careful now as the off tracks here if you go too wide. So I'm looking at the end of the marker here and then waiting probably half a second or so before getting on the brakes. So quite late here, just down 2 gears to I guess second gear, and then trying to not cut too much. The curb on the left here is really bumpy, but you can use a bit of the curb on the right hand side. But obviously the objective here is to get on throttle as quickly as possible, so you don't want to brake too late. If you do that, obviously it messes up your corner. You can't get on throttle as quickly, so you want all the speed you can to carry up the hill. And then keep it left if you want the lap time. Keep it as tight as you can here. Don't go out to the right too wide. Keep it tight to the barriers, and then focus on that line there to get across the line. So it was a 27.687. I think I did a 28.75 yesterday in some practice, but it's there or thereabouts. Might be slightly different track conditions today. Again, that's the 10-minute fuel run. So yeah, good luck.